This email landed in a Shopify store's support inbox overnight. Hey, where's my order? It's been a few days and I still don't have a tracking number. About 30 seconds later, a reply was written and ready. Warm, accurate, it had already pulled up the real order and given an honest status. I didn't touch it. I was asleep. That reply cost about 3 cents. And by the end of this video, you'll have built the exact thing that wrote it. Last video, I showed you 5 workflows. I said the customer support agent was the one we'd build first, step by step, no skipped parts. This is that build. We're going to wire your store's support inbox to an AI agent that reads each email, looks up the order in Shopify, writes a reply in your voice, and drops it in a draft for you to approve. Or, once you trust it, lets it send on its own. Start to finish in one sitting. You don't need to know how to code. You need about an hour and 3 accounts you probably already have. Let me show you the whole thing on one screen before we touch anything, because it's a lot less scary once you see it. 4 pieces. Your email inbox where support requests land. A tool called Make. Think of it as a wiring board that connects apps that don't normally talk to each other. Claude, the AI that does the reading and the writing. And Shopify, where the order information lives. Make sits in the middle and passes messages between the other 3. That's the entire machine. Everything we do today is just connecting those 4 boxes in order. First, we need Make to see a support email the moment it arrives. The clean way to do this, and this matters, so don't skip it, is a thing Make calls a mailhook. A mailhook is just an email address. Make gives you that. When something lands in it, wakes up your workflow. Think of it as a private inbox that Make is always watching. In Make, you start a new scenario. That's just their word for a workflow. And the first module you add is webhooks, custom mailhook. Make hands you a unique email address. You copy it. Then in your own email, Gmail, say, you set up a filter that forwards anything coming into your support address straight to that mailhook address. Save it, send yourself a test email, and you'll see it land in Make. That's the trigger done. Took about 90 seconds, and we're not going to dwell on it, because the interesting part is next. Here's where most people's automations fall apart. So we slow down. A good support reply almost always needs to know something about the order. When did it ship? What was in it? Is it even a real customer? If the agent doesn't have that, it either guesses, which is worse than useless, or it writes something so vague it sounds like a robot. So before Claude writes anything, we look the customer up in Shopify by their email address, the one we pulled from the incoming message, and pull back their most recent order. Shopify hands back the details, the items, the status, the date, the shipping info. Now, one honest catch. If the email doesn't match a customer, Shopify returns nothing. We plan for that. Not with a complicated branch, but right in the prompt. We tell Claude, if there's no order on file, don't guess. Ask the customer for their order number and flag it for a human. That one instruction is the difference between an agent you trust and one you turn off after a week. This is the heart of it. This is the part worth getting right. We add a Claude module in Make, and what we're really building here is the instructions, the prompt that tells Claude who it is and how to behave. People rush this and then wonder why the replies sound generic. Don't rush this. A good support prompt has 4 parts. 1, who you are. You are the support voice for your store name, a brand that sells whatever you sell. 2, the tone. Warm, brief, never defensive, always offer the next step. Write it the way you'd actually talk. 3, the rules. Your refund window, your shipping times, what the agent is allowed to promise, and what it has to escalate. 4, the data. We hand Claude the customer's message and the order details we just pulled from Shopify, and we say, write a reply using only what's true here. And here's the move that makes it feel human instead of canned. All of it goes in as plain English, right in the prompt. No special format, no code. You write it like you're briefing a new hire on their first day. Do that, and Claude reads like you on a good day. Now Claude's written a reply. What do we do with it? You've got 2 choices, and I'd argue for one of them at the start. Choice 1, send automatically. Make takes Claude's reply and emails it straight back to the customer. Fast, fully hands-off, and a little scary on day 1. Choice 2, the one I'd start with, draft and approve. Make takes the reply and drops it into a drafts folder, or sends it to you in a separate message, and you give it a glance before it goes. Takes you 5 seconds per email instead of 5 minutes. And after a week of watching it get them right, you flip the switch to automatic with actual confidence instead of crossed fingers. Build trust first, then remove yourself. That order matters. Let's run a real one. I'm sending a test email to the support address right now. Hi, I ordered a snowboard a few days ago and I still don't have a tracking number. Can you check on my order? Watch make. The mailhook catches it. The Shopify lookup finds the customer, then pulls their order. Right there on screen, paid, still being processed. Claude reads the message and the order together and writes back. A warm note, confirms the order, gives an honest status. No made-up tracking, no fake ship date. It lands in the draft folder ready for one click. Total time about 30 seconds. Total cost around 3 cents. That's the whole machine, working with nobody watching but us. I'm not going to sell you a fairy tale. 3 things to know. 1, it's only as good as the data. If your Shopify order info is messy, the replies will be too. Garbage in, garbage out, same as always. 2, keep a human on the weird stuff. Angry customers, legal threats, anything involving money beyond a normal refund. Build a rule that escalates those to you, untouched. The agent handles the 80% that's routine. It is not your lawyer. 3, the cost. At roughly 3 cents an email, even a busy store spends a few dollars a month on the AI itself. Make has a free tier that covers a small store and paid plans that are still cheap. Compare that to a virtual assistant at $15 an hour and the math gets silly fast. But I want you going in with real numbers, not hype. So look at what you've got. An inbox that forwards to Make. Make that pulls the real order from Shopify. Claude that reads both and writes a reply in your voice. And a draft step that keeps you in control until you're ready to let go. 4 boxes, connected in order. The thing that wrote that 3-cent reply while I was asleep. Here's your one job before the next video. Build just the first 2 boxes, the mailhook and the Shopify lookup. Get a test email to pull a real order into Make. That's it. Once you've seen your own order data show up, the rest clicks, I promise. If you want the prompt I used, the full support agent prompt, the 4-part one, it's free at AnvilHQ.co, link in the description. Grab it, paste it in, swap in your store details. And next video, we take this same wiring and point it at a different problem. Abandoned carts. Same machine, personalized recovery emails that actually sound like a person noticed. If that's useful to you, subscribe so it shows up when it drops. That's the build. Go connect 2 boxes. I'll see you in the next one.